The activity in front of the Brooklyn. We are.
Hey, Kevin. Well,
it does indeed. Thanks, David. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the 5. And for Brooklyn, we've got Harden. Durant is out there with Griffin. Then it's Jordan. And it's Irving at the 2-guard position. Now, here is Irving from deep. Harden. Rebound by Brook Lopez. Giannis passes to DiVincenzo. Brooklyn with the rebound.
Well, you can be the judge of if it's fair or not, but Kyrie Irving has earned himself the reputation of being moody, to say the least.
Yeah, and you know, sometimes that sword cuts both ways. Sometimes it's the players, sometimes it's the media, and the media's perception is the combination of the two. Clearly, Kyrie can sometimes go off on tangents and come from left field in interviews. I mean, he's not the only player, present or past, that's been guilty of that. One thing you can't deny, though, is this guy loves the game. And it's a matter of continuing to mature and grow as a leader. So I say give him more time, and he'll refine himself in that area.
A shot by Harden, wide open, off target from outside. And now just over a minute played here in the first. From 15 feet away, buries the jump shot.
He's an explosive, athletic guard, and I tell you, the coaching staff must love watching Holiday in the open court.
Now, here is Irving. Harden scanning the floor. Oh, Griffin in position.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
Giannis outside. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And Giannis is a beast, the Greek freak, a dominant player on the offensive end.
Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. Goes up, and Giannis throws it down.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
And there's the call on Durant. That is his first foul of the game. Jeff Green, he's checked in for Blake Griffin. Jeff Green. Some firepower from this offense tonight.
Yeah, they got a nice groove going right now offensively.
And Holiday kicks to Lopez. The pass to Middleton. Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivals. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
That's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up, they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys that unless you were on the same team.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. And Holiday kicks to DiVincenzo. Puts it up. Almost, but it rolls out.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Here's Durant. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the miss.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Back to Middleton. Pass to Lopez. And stolen by Jordan. Green with the ball. Now guarded by Middleton. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. That one is on Holiday.
So ferocious on the take. I just love how Durant aggressively attacks guys, and despite his slight frame, he plays a physical offensive game.
The Nets making a switch here. Griffin's checked in. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. For Brooklyn, they've gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. They now take the lead.
Guys, it's hard to shake Harden off his game. He's so strong and skilled. He keeps his balance right where he needs it.
Here is Forbes on deep. The rebound by KD.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Irving showing you he's a frame ahead of his opponent with that nice imagination on offense.
Bucks trail by 4. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here is Forbes, guarded by Harden. And here's Tucker. Pass to Portis, and it's out of bounds. And they say last touch by Griffin.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And, you know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
And that does it for the first quarter. It's the Nets as they dominate the last.
I want all the bags, I want all the bags.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the Nets, what do you think?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, you know, I agree. No warm-up needed. They came in on fire and have already built a nice lead.
On the court for Milwaukee here in the second, Bobby Portis out there with P.J. Tucker. Then it's Holiday, and it's Forbes in at the shooting guard position. Connaughton kicks to Forbes. Shot clock at 5. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by Claxton. Nets leading by 4. Here's KD. It's good. Durant's got 6.
Looking strong to the finish when Durant locks in on scoring. Nobody's stopping.
Dinwiddie against Holiday. The basket is good. That's his 6th attempt and his 3rd make.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
And so it's Dinwiddie with it. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Shoots the 3. And it's Connaughton with the rebound. Bucks trail by 4. And Forbes has it in the corner. Misses the 3. Outside, KD. Offensive rebound. Great positioning on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Bucks have gotten only 1 of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Forbes the pass to Portis. Here's Connaughton. Shot clock at 6. For 3. Count that one, and the Nets lead has been cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Portis.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
Here's Dinwiddie. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. A leaner. It's rebounded by Portis. Bucks trail by 3. And here's the break. And he gets the whistle. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They have decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Harris is checked in for Brooklyn.
Boy, if you had the word grinder in the dictionary, P.J. Tucker might be right next to it. His energy and effort and selflessness, contagious.
Dinwiddie against T. Dinwiddie kicks to Brown. From deep 3-point range. Here's Claxton. And no good that time. So Milwaukee will take it the other way. Here's Connaughton. Traps in the tray.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the deep.
Now Dinwiddie. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Yes, that goes in. Dinwiddie's got it all tied up now for Brooklyn.
I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
Antetokounmpo passes to Portis. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
Nice job hitting him right in stride. Excellent play.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Here's Dinwiddie. Great D that time from T.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Here's Portis. It's stolen by Brown. In transition, here come the Nets. Harris kicks to Green. Claxton with the bucket. Claxton's got his second basket.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Teague the pass to Portis. Here's Connaughton. Outside Teague. 6 to shoot. Banked in off the glass.
Hey, Teague's not a big guy, but he's not really pint-sized. Nonetheless, impressive work for the little fella to get it done inside.
Dinwiddie surveying the floor. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
And a new group in for the Nets. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Griffin comes in for Green. Irving's checked in for Brown. And it's James Harden in for Joe Harris. The Bucks also changing it up. Brook Lopez is checked in for Bobby Portis. Antetokounmpo comes in for P.J. Tucker. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Pat Connaughton. The kick out to Teague. Back to Antetokounmpo. Teague the pass to Antetokounmpo. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close. Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Welcome. A competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. They were never able to get the lead above 4. And that'll...
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Milwaukee in the lead. They've got Griffin. Irving is out there with Harden. And it's Durant. And it's Jordan in at the 5 down low. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Passes it to Middleton. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Lopez. The putback and staying with the play. Middleton. Middleton's got it going here in the start of the second half. The first points in the third quarter for the Bucks.
Well, I tell you what, Middleton getting his hands dirty inside on the glass. We know he can shoot it from outside, but inside points a bonus.
It's Harden with the drive. And he lays in the alley-oop.
Love how aggressive Harden is in the pick and roll. Exceptional at shooting and passing after getting the screen.
Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. Antetokounmpo. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Antetokounmpo's got 6.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind-it-out game.
Pass to KD. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
Now this is impressive. Durant showing you all of that creativity with that one.
Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. Holiday dishes to Lopez. Lob Lobbed up there for Lopez.
Always dangerous. Lopez can fill it up.
Nets trail by 3. Now here's Harden. And there's the pass to KD. Ball's knocked loose. And there's the call on Dante DiVincenzo. That is his first foul of the game. And the Bucks making a change here. Forbes checked in. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Durant with it. 8 points for him. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. And Middleton with a clear path to the hoop for the finish. That one drops for him. Middleton's got the lead up to 5 now for Milwaukee.
Boy, that was a nice leak out by Middleton. Took advantage of his quickness there.
It's Harden with the drive, and yes, it's good.
They found a nice groove in this half, starting out 3 for 4.
Bucks have gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. Giannis outside. Can't hit that one. Nice D from Griffin. Nets have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Bucks passing it around. And Forbes kicks to Antetokounmpo. Pass to DiVincenzo. Back to Giannis. For 3, Middleton. A shot, no good.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
No good from Durant. Bucks leading by 3. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Man, what a special player Antetokounmpo is, sharing the sugar there. The vision he showed, nice job finding the open man.
Pass to Durant. Harden outside. Pocket 6. And the jam by Harden.
You know, Harden has that quick first step. Once he sees a lane to the rim, he's going to take it.
Here is Forbes. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. From the arc. Rebound, Brooklyn.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Bobby Portis has checked in for Lopez. Antetokounmpo comes in for Chris Middleton. Pat Connaughton is checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Drew Holiday in for Bryn Forbes. And so Holiday will bring it up for the Bucks. It's a 1-point game. Pass to Connaughton. Antetokounmpo looking it over. Here's the pass to Portis. Here's Connaughton. Off target at the rim.
You know, I think the effort on defense there has everything to do with why he missed that shot. Well done.
Pass to Claxton. To the middle for the lead. Right side, Green. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a... Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented, as always, by State Farm.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. On the court for the Bucks, we've got Bobby Portis. E.J. Tucker is out there with Antetokounmpo. Then it's Holiday, and it's Connaughton in at the 2. Milwaukee with the rebound. Portis has got 4 rebounds now tonight, and there's the call on DeAndre Jordan. That is his first foul of the game. The Bucks shooting at 48% from the floor, looking good. And here's Holiday. Passes to Connaughton. They get a hand on it. And Holiday kicks to Connaughton. The kick out to Holiday. This is to Antetokounmpo. And Drew Holiday, the bucket on the assist from Antetokounmpo. And the Bucks lead by 4.
With deep range and a wide arsenal of moves, Holiday keeps defenders off balance.
Here's Irving. Count the basket.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
Holiday, the pass to Portis. Now, here's Tucker. Back to Portis. Outside Holiday. A three-pointer off the mark. Net shooting has been terrific. 54% on the game. Kicks it out to Harden. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Durant's checked in for Bruce Brown. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Lopez, he's checked in for Portis. Antetokounmpo comes in for P.J. Tucker. Chris Middleton's checked in for Antetokounmpo. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Pat Connaughton. Outside Holiday. For the 3. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got his 4th rebound in this one. Nobody near Irving. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. There's the lob into the Kumbo. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And Antetokounmpo is so long. I mean, he stretches forever, covers a ton of ground.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the 4th. Outside, KD. Great tee that time from Middleton. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Jordan. And it's Griffin in for Green. Giannis passes to Lopez. The shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. He's 4 for 6 from the field with that miss. And here they come. Here's KD. Finish off the break. And the Nets lead by 1.
No stage too big for KD. If you need a basket, he's your man.
Stolen by Harden. Here's Claxton. Lopez covering. Holiday against Harden. Outside Irving. It's Harden with the drive and the jam by Harden.
This is not unfamiliar territory for Harden. He is used to being the go-to guy, especially when his team needs a big hoop.
On the wing, DiVincenzo. Shoots from 14. Keeps it alive. Here's Lopez. It's deflected. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. And again, the turnover by the Bucks.
Huge turnover there, and at a bad time, too. You have to value every possession.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the 4th. 51 seconds left in the 4th. Pass to Claxton. Outside, KD. Just 5 to shoot. Elbow shot is on the way. Good!
Well, in my mind, KD is one of the top 10 all-time guys that you want taking that shot. His length, his ball handling, his shooting, and his confidence makes him huge in late-game situations.
Back to DiVincenzo. And the pass to Middleton. No good on the triple. Durant against Lopez. Harden outside. But they'll get another chance. Back to Durant. Can't get it to fall. And so it's Brooklyn with the win. It was a thing. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it for... And the player introductions are wrapped up. The starting. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on 2. And the Clippers starting 5. We've got Reggie Jackson. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Ibaka. And it's Marcus Morris. And it's George in at the 2. And for Brooklyn, Jordan is out there with Griffin. Then it's Harden. Then it's Durant. And it's Dinwiddie in at the shooting guard. Now here's Jackson. Pass to Leonard. High post to Ibaka. He's against Jordan. 6 on the shot clock. Here's George. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt. Plenty of experience, Greg, on the floor tonight. How does that shape what we're about to see, do you think?
You know, Kevin, this is one of those games where guys are going to be smart out on the floor. They're going to be in the right positions to make plays. And honestly, this could come down to who makes the bigger, tougher shots.
Chalk up 2 there.
Yeah, I love watching Harden be aggressive inside. One of the most efficient scorers in our game.
Down low. Ibaka against Jordan. Ibaka, the pass to Jackson. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And here's Griffin. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Harden outside. Here's the 3. That one no good. And the Clippers will come the other way. Inside, Griffin with the steal. And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. From deep, Harden. Harden missing again.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point lane.
And then Leonard with the dunk.
Well, almost effortless there from Kawhi Leonard. The reach and leaping ability. Look out.
Harden outside. Pass to KD. The rebound by Ibaka. On offense, here are the Clippers.
And what a unique career Serge Ibaka has had. Some incredible totals for him over the course of his career.
That's right, Greg. I mean, I think people would be shocked to know Serge Ibaka was the first player ever to make 500 threes and have 1,500 blocks. Hard to imagine nobody had ever accomplished that feat. Give credit to Ibaka. He changed his offense and added the 3-ball.
And Morris throws it down.
Don't you love it when you've got a small forward who can pass the basketball just like Paul George did there? Makes it look easy.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Count it.
Boy, not nearly tough enough inside on the defensive end. They made that all too easy for him.
George looking around. In the corner, it's Morris. A 3 from Leonard. And it's Griffin with the rebound.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
KD's shot is off.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
And George gets it to go.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
And here's Harden after Paul George getting his 3 to go. Oh, Griffin in position.
Just so well coordinated there. Great hands, and then Griffin's such a good finisher out of that pick and roll.
Outside, George. Out to Ibaka. Takes a 3. Brooklyn with the rebound.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Boy, great extension from Ibaka. His length always a factor.
And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. The Nets shooting their first free throws of the game. Free throw good, James Harden. The Nets making a switch here. Green's checked in. Good on both.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Outside Rondo. And Jordan sends it back.
Boy, the wingspan of DeAndre Jordan. This guy sends it back with a message.
And here comes the break. Shakes him. And that's 2 points on the layup.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Good on. And the last shot before the buzzer is off.
And something that Harden continues to work on. That kind of defensive effort makes his coaches and teammates proud.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Clippers lead.
As a team, as a unit, as a roster, we've had.
Greg Dinwiddie, one of those players who seems to adapt to any situation.
I mean, he's versatile, total team player, will do whatever is asked of him. He's really emerged after being picked in the second round a few years ago.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
We've got Brown. Joe Harris is out there with Green. And it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Claxton in at the 5. Down low. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. And he gets it to go.
Well, Kyrie Irving has such a good sense of when his teammates are going to create an opportunity, and he puts the pass on time and on target.
And Beverly kicks to Kennard. Here's Zubac to the wing right side. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. The Nets with the lead. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Irving from long range. And it's rebounded by DeMarcus Cousins.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Well, this guy's ability to attack and be aggressive. Patrick Beverly in the painted area.
Irving surveying the floor. From past the arc. The offensive rebound. They kick it out to Green. His second shot goes in. Off to a good start. 2 for 2.
Well, good vision from the inside and kicking it to the perimeter.
Now Beverly, right wing. Man passes to Cousins. The Clippers again turning it over. Kevin Durant's checked in for the Nets. The Clippers also making some changes. Marcus Morris is checked in for Cousins. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Patrick Beverly. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Irving up top. Guarded by Jackson. Brown. And it's Brown on the follow. And the Nets lead by 3.
And they've got to keep him off the glass. For a little guy, he can be a handful on the offensive boards if you're not aware of him.
To the inside and stolen by Irving. Here's Durant, and then Durant with the jam.
I tell you, very few players are as smooth and as easy as Kevin Durant is on the move. He just glides around the floor.
And the wide open shot from Morris. A three-pointer is right on target. Morris has got 5. Greg, 11 years for you in the NBA. You had to have some favorite players that you played besides and with.
You know, it's a great call, and there were a ton of them. A few guys, though, Wilson. Gary Payton, I got a chance to play with Gary for a year and have known him. We used to go at it in high school, and it's really about his personality. This is a guy that constant chatter, practice on the court. That's what fed his confidence. Charles Oakley, another guy, he would run through a wall or through you to win a game. And then Scottie Pippen later in my career, just a winner and somebody who I competed against for many years, but then having the opportunity to play with up close, I got a greater appreciation for his skill set.
Joe Harris is checked in for Durant.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Leonard, he's checked in for the Clippers.
Boy, not only can Paul George get off the dribble drive, but you see the strength to absorb the contact and finish. Nice.
Irving for three. He's off on that one. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. And Paul George, Doris, kind of a late bloomer coming up in high school. His older sister used to give him the business on the blacktop. Of course, eventually, he found his stride, and the rest is history.
It took some encouraging from older sis and his high school coach, who actually had to threaten him with running suicides to get the guy to shoot more. And think about it. This guy plays his college basketball at mid-major Fresno State. That's really where he got onto the NBA radar.
He lobs it up.
Well, this is why Kyrie Irving can make a defense look bad. He can beat you with his scoring or his passing.
Passes it to Ibaka. There's 39 seconds left in the first half. Back to George. Just 5 on the clock. Lets it go with a three. And another three for the Clippers.
And the lead should be safe if they can keep shooting the basketball like this.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
No good from Irving. Los Angeles leading by 4. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Well, don't let Kawhi's quiet demeanor fool you. This guy has athleticism and explosiveness. How about that in style?
And here's Irving. Lets it go from 11, and it's Brooklyn scoring again.
This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
Kevin, thanks so
much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball. Right.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each, and it was all about the Clippers as the game got going. Amped up and ready off the tip. And
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You look at Paul George in this game, guys, he's been everywhere.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. Setting the floor for the Clippers. They've got Morris. Ibaka is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Paul George, and it's Jackson in at the 1. Ibaka down low, guarded by Jordan. Here's Leonard.
Now this guy's got some grit and some determination. Is Kevin Durant capable on the offensive end? Yes, but the defense as spectacular.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, easy call.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And last season, 86% from the line. So he's always had that calm presence at the line no matter the situation.
Rajon Rondo's checked in for Reggie Jackson.
And Harden finished second in MVP voting in 2017, won the MVP in 2018. A multi-talented combo guard who just seems to get better every season.
Morris kicks to George. And another shot. And that one goes long.
Well, I guarantee you this is not what they talked about in the locker room. 0 for 3 and looking lost.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
Harden surveying the D. Outside for Jordan. Griffin dishes to Dinwiddie. Shoots over Leonard. They get it again, and Griffin stays with it.
And ever since entering the league, that's been one of Griffin's favorite ways to score, attacking that offensive glass.
Here's Rondo. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Clippers lead by 4.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Harden finds Dinwiddie. It's good.
And this guy is a scoring machine. I mean, I know I'm not the only one to describe him that way.
The pass to Ibaka. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Morris outside.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Just to Dinwiddie. Here's Harden on the wing. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Harden's got 8 points.
Superb at finishing through contact. Harden is just so elusive and creative on those strong drives.
Outside Leonard. Makes it off the glass. 8 points for him.
This guy is cooking right now. He is leading them on the offensive end as they remain in front here.
Now here's Harden. 8 points for him. Overjoyed. That one's good, and the Clipper lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Harden.
And now this game's taken on a whole new feel since halftime.
What energy we're seeing. Something has lit a fire under both of these teams.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Dinwiddie attacking. That ties it up. Dinwiddie's got 4 points in the quarter.
What a find by Griffin. He's a lot more skilled as a passer than he gets credit for as far as power forwards go. He has terrific vision.
Rondo passes to Ibaka. Again, the Clippers.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
Harden outside. For the lead. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Ibaka's got his 6th rebound on the night. Leonard. And the layup's good off the glass. And the Clippers lead by 4.
Well, this guy is such a physical presence. Kawhi, phenomenal at finishing on the post. Possesses great touch and great length.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
A platoon swap here for Brooklyn. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Nobody near Irving. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Here's Beverly. Kyrie Irving with the rebound. In transition, here come the Nets. Good on that shot, and with that, the Los Angeles Leafs cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Brown.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. The Clippers on top, up by 2. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the 4th quarter of action when we return. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
3/10 quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the 4th. Harden out there with Kyrie Irving. And it's Green, then it's Jordan, and it's Brown in at the small forward. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for the Nets. Joe Harris comes in for James Harden. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Patrick Beverly comes in for Reggie Jackson. And now they decide to foul intentionally. Los Angeles making a switch here. Zubac is checked in. Irving against Beverly. And stolen by Cousins. Here's Mann. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
First one falls for him. He doesn't get the second one. Nets trail by 6. Left side, Brown. Here's Harris. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Kennard with the ball. Picked up by Brown. Tips it. Cousins on the follow. Cousins has got the lead up to 8 now for Los Angeles.
Well, just great work by DeMarcus Cousins. Persistence, great scoring ability, and that's how you manufacture points.
Timeout called, the Nets.
And looking to stop this run and get back on track.
Really needs to settle his guys down right now and get them refocused.
Brooklyn making some changes. Griffin comes in for Jeff Green. And James Harden subbed in for Bruce Brown. He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what the Nets head coach was going over with his team. He said, guys, we don't want to play hero ball. We don't want to take threes that aren't there. There are better options when you run the offense all the way through. Kevin will see if they can make that adjustment.
Kennard with the ball. They grab their own miss, and the basket is good. Zubac has got his first bucket in this one.
Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot.
Here's Harden. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Maybe the best ever at earning free throws. I mean, Harden has mastered the art of contact and still being able to get off the shot.
Clippers leading by 8. Second minute off the clock now in the 4th. Pass to Kennard. The 3. It's hauled in by Claxton.
And that's an important rebound, especially on a night where the board work has not been their best.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Nets passing it around. Harden has a wide open look, and the Nets miss again. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. A great 4th quarter, just giving up 2 points.
And this is a shot Paul George makes consistently, right? When he's in rhythm, he's ready to fire off the bounce.
Here's Harden. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Leonard's got 4 rebounds in this game. The feed now to Morris. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Durant comes in for Joe Harris. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Kyrie Irving. Here's Durant, and the rejection by Leonard.
Well, tremendous intimidation and shot blocking by Kawhi Leonard. How nice is that?
3rd minute of action now gone here in the 4th. Now Jackson. The dish to Ibaka. Back to Jackson. Stolen by Durant. And Harden with the stop.
You know, and with how deliberate he can be, Harden still can surprise defenders with that burst, that underrated vertical that he possesses.
Durant against Leonard. In the corner, George with it. 6 to shoot. And here's Morris for three. 4 for 5 with that first miss in 5 attempts from the floor. Lobbed up there for Durant. Well, shot off that time. Clippers leading by 6. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Moving it up. Got it. And now they trail by just 4.
And this is what makes KD special, the willingness to absorb the responsibility of the big-time shot.
There's 48 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And here's George. Leonard inside. KD's on him. Offline with his 3.
They've got to take the first good shot they can find.
And they've got to be efficient with the clock. Quick score, quick foul.
And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We'll have to now review the personal foul in question.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Well, this trip to the line should seal the deal. Amazing job.
It drops. And that shot brings them to within just 1.
I mean, there's just no limit to Harden's range. Even from way downtown, this guy is a threat to score. No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
A bit of heroics at the line right there as he bumps their lead to 3 and makes things a little easier for them defensively.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. They're trailing by 3. 7 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And it's do or die time. They need a bucket here to stay alive.
And it's either got to be a three-pointer or a score quickly and take the foul.
Seven seconds left in the game. Can they tie? Oh, he nailed it!
Guys, that's one for the highlight reel. They needed a 3 to extend the game, and the young fella delivered.
And now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest. It'll be Los Angeles off the tip. And always a good ride in these post-regulation battles. This overtime now looking to be an exciting one. All fueled up and ready to go to overtime basketball here, brought to us by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. So for the Clippers right now, Jackson is out there with Paul George. And it's Ibaka. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Man in at the 3 spot. Here's Jackson. Shot clock at 6. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Here's Durant. And it's Brooklyn scoring again.
That's one of those clutch shots he's known for. When the pressure is high, he seems to be the most locked in.
And a deep 3 from George. That shot misses. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. Oh, As we saw, 4 quarters not enough. We're just over a minute into overtime. Here's Durant. Again, the Nets for 2.
Kevin Durant's form, his release point, everything about his stroke is really impeccable.
Clippers trail by 6. Outside, George. Dishes it to Ibaka. That falls. Nice speed that time from George.
How about the experience that Ibaka brings? He's able to be comfortable in any situation.
Harden outside. KD on the wing. Five on the clock.
And you know what? He had to clear some space for himself to get that rebound. Not an easy one there among the big boys.
And George with the stuff.
You can see Paul George is locked in right now. Big-time shots demonstrate his elite level in the NBA.
And he commits the intentional foul. Dinwiddie is checked in for Brown. On the Clippers, making a change here as well. Morris is checked in. Harden outside. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Serge Ibaka picks one up there.
And they had a foul to give, but you want to use it on the ground.
Second one is good. We both at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
He knew what was riding on those foul shots and didn't mess around, making this a 2-possession game.
And a deep 3 from George. Rebound by Jeff Green. Here's KD. No good. Empty that time from Leonard. Now the Clippers moving it up. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. The 3 from George. Jordan with the rebound. The Nets on offense. They lead by 4. To the paint. They kick it out to Green. In the corner, it's Dinwiddie. Up again, and there's Jordan, putting it right back in.
Looking to close it out. That one might have been the backbreaker.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
So it's the Nets picking up the win. And all right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's good.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The borough of Brooklyn. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic, and it's Powell in at the 3. And for Brooklyn, Griffin is out there with Durant. Then it's Harden. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Dinwiddie in at the shooting guard. Now, here's Lillard. Outside, Covington. Cullen passes to Nurkic. Tries from 16. No good. Shot missing. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Here's KD. Gets a hand on it. And there's Jordan putting it right back in.
One thing never changes in the NBA. Jordan will always be there among the top offensive rebounders in the league.
Now here's Lillard. It's Powell on the wing. Defended by Durant. Powell kicks to Covington. 5 to shoot. Powell dishes to Nurkic. That shot off the mark. Good work defensively by KD. Dinwiddie wide open. Off target from three-point range. And here's Portland. Lillard outside. From deep. Offensive rebound. Nurkic kicks to Powell. Lillard looking around. And here's McCollum for 3. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
That's how to make things look easy for a teammate. I mean, you make passes like that one from Lillard, crazy.
Now here's Dinwiddie. Outside Durant. He doesn't hit that one. Now Portland takes it the other way. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Powell, the pass to Nurkic. Latrey. Brooklyn with the rebound.
Just 1 for 5 from the field now. I mean, they've come out flat. They need to pick up the energy.
You gotta love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage.
And see, Webb, the strength and conditioning of James Harden, something I'm not certain everybody has an appreciation for.
Yeah, and to your point, back in high school, despite leading Artesia to back-to-back state championships, Harden dealt with asthma and was frankly out of shape. Over the years, dedication to diet and training, that enabled him to reach new heights.
Here now is Dinwiddie, following the three-pointer by C.J. McCollum. Step back shot, and he knocks down the jumper.
Look, that's what's crazy about this guy. Inside, deep from 3. Still, he's deadly from mid-range. Durant is as good as anyone from that part of the court.
Now here's Lillard. Pass to McCollum. Launches it. And it's KD with the rebound. And so it's KD with it. He brings up the ball for the Nets. Griffin. And Griffin stays with it.
He possesses an unending supply of energy. We've seen it over the years. Griffin is awesome at hitting the boards with force.
Lillard against Harden. Launches a three. Jordan with the rebound.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
The Nets making a switch here. Green's checked in. Cantor checked in for the Trailblazers. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. Portland trailing here. Lillard outside. Pass to McCollum. He kicks it to Powell. Clock at 6. McCollum dishes to Powell. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
Oh, he's not going to miss that shot twice in a row. Trust me.
Lobs it up for Jordan. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And any lob to Jordan is about as sure a thing as you can get. So athletic for a big with tremendous hands, and big fella knows how to get in prime position for those alley-oop feeds.
Now Green after the miss three from Damian Lillard. KD's shot is off.
Not the most productive quarter he'll ever have, but his shot selection's been a little bit dubious.
Lillard way outside. The long-distance three is buried.
Lillard is as tough as there is to contain in the pick and roll. He does a nice job of using the screen to get a little bit of separation.
Here is Harden. At the top of the key, Durant kicks it out to Harden. Dinwiddie outside. Puts up a three, and the last second attempt does not go in for him.
Gotta like seeing McCollum be gritty on defense, using his quickness to throw shooters off.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. And before the game, we talked to Damian Lillard. You know, Greg, he is still as...
I don't fear nobody.
And if Lillard's proved anything to us, Greg, in his career, you know he loves a challenge.
One of the premier big shot makers in this game. I don't know if there's anyone you'd rather give the ball to in crunch time.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, governing the split-second chance opportunities. I mean, that's what has them in the lead right now.
We've got Green out there with Irving. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Claxton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. Anthony's shot is off.
Oh, they get away with it here, but that's not a shot you should ever be given.
Here's Claxton. He's covered by Cantor. He gets it in there. Irving's got his first points in this one. Greg, you've always said to have a winning team, you need franchise players. Talk about the specific qualities you look for in those superstars that can catapult a team to greatness.
It's a great question, Kevin. Talent really isn't enough. You know, whether you lead vocally or by example, the agenda has to be winning, and your best players really define who your team is going to be. So the franchise caliber player is a much needed asset.
Here's Simons following the basket by Kyrie Irving. Simons, the pass to McCollum. The three-pointer, no good.
He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Trailblazers trail by 7. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
McCollum kicks to Cantor. And we have an intentional foul there, G.A. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Griffin's checked in. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Portland. Robert Covington comes in for Collins. Irving finds Griffin. Irving can't hit.
I don't think the D does good enough here, but something causes the miss.
And you look at Robert Covington, first team all-defense in 2018, the kind of versatile stopper that every team in the league could use.
Here's Irving after the made shot from Carmelo Anthony. Outside Irving, the three. And it's Portland with the rebound. And Covington maybe not a star, but he's a winning player. We've seen that.
And the perfect example of that 3-and-D role player can guard 4 or 5 positions and can definitely sling it from outside.
From outside the arc. Again, Irving missing.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
McCollum. No good that time. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. Oh, Griffin in position. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
This is what Griffin does best. I mean, he's like a ballet basketball player. When he gets in the air, he just hangs there, looks around, spins, gets some popcorn, gives a high five to his teammates, and then throws it in your face. You know, Anthony's getting more floor time last season. He worked his way into the Blazers rotation. He's still young, though. It seems like he can carve a role out on his team.
Joe Harris is checked in for Blake Griffin. And Portland with a change here, too. Jones is checked in. Now here is Harris. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring hit from him.
And Simon's a bit undersized at that 2-guard position. Only 6'3", but a natural 2 with playmaking ability.
Ultimately, this team wants him to be a scoring threat off the bench. I mean, have him come in firing from outside. He's got a lot of work to get to that point.
Here's Irving. 56 seconds left here in the second. Shoots it. Off the left rim and out.
He'll breathe a big sigh of relief if they hang on to win this game. He's not done much to contribute tonight.
Covington passes to Nurkic. Takes it out to Covington. They get the rebound. Left side, Jones. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Now the pass to Simons. And here's Anthony for 3. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And good luck trying to keep Nurkic off the glass. I mean, using his brute strength well on the offensive boards.
Outside Irving. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Count it. Good.
What a confident shooter Irving is. He looks so calm and collected. Whenever he rises and fires like this.
And no good in the last second attempt this time. Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Rick. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. They were never able to get the lead above. And that...
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Nets leading by 4. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the floor for Portland, you've got Yusuf Nurkic, Robert Covington out there with Anthony. Then it's Damian Lillard, and it's Jones in at the 2 spot. Here is Lillard following the 3 from Kevin Durant. Lillard left side, and too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Cantor checked in for Portland. So timeout called here, the first for Portland. Greg, not all drafts are the same in terms of talent, but 2019 was a year to remember.
No doubt about it. I mean, transcendent talent at the top. You think of Zion and Ja, both could be future league MVPs. And the irony is that those 2 guys were teammates in high school. Go figure.
Yeah, go figure is right. So for the Trailblazers, Collins comes in for Robert Covington. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Anthony. Harden dishes to Dinwiddie. Passes it to Durant. 3-pointer. Collins grabs the miss.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And a deep three from Lillard. That shot, no good. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. Kicks it out to Harden. All alone. And it's Portland with the rebound. Cantor's got 4 rebounds now tonight. McCollum with the ball. And Griffin picks him up defensively. Lillard from outside. Harden grabs the miss.
His offense has been non-existent tonight. It's really hurting him.
And then Griffin with the dunk.
He's crazy mobile in the open floor. When Griffin runs with purpose, he's capable of capitalizing in transition. And last season, we saw teams double and trap James Harden more than any other player in the league. As soon as he crossed half court, they did not want the ball in his hands. Slow to get warm after the break. 0 for 3 now. Maybe they need an early timeout just to try to settle things down.
Collins wide open. He fires. Portland again missing.
I don't know what they drew up at halftime, but it ain't working. 0 for 4 to start the half.
Harden the pass to Dinwiddie. Durant in the corner. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That's his first foul.
And all the trapping had to frustrate Harden. But whatever may come, he's going to make the right play.
Yeah, and he can, Jed, because he's not just a good passer. He's a great passer. Averaged over double-digit assists the year they played him at point guard. And he makes you pay for sending help.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Robert Covington's checked in for Enes Kanter. And Norman Powell subbed in for Jones. That one goes. Count it.
They needed that one. Maybe they'll get it going after 4 straight misses to start the half.
Now Harden. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Shoots over Lillard, and he tries off the glass, but it's no good. And the foul on Harden. That is his first foul of the game. Jeff Green, he's checked in for the Nets. Nurkic checked in for the Trailblazers. It's McCollum on the wing. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got 3 assists in the game. Harden with it. 1:56 left in the third. Pass to Dinwiddie. And there's the defensive 3-second call. Brooklyn shooting their first free throw of the game. And so he hits the technical free throw.
I mean, look, Durant's an incredible player. I don't know how much better you can get. We've had a front row seat for quite a while watching his game ascend.
Griffin's checked in for Jeff Green. Simons, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. Shot clock at 5. The 3 from Harden. Let's keep it alive. Oh, Griffin in position. Jordan finds Griffin. A shot by Jordan, no good. Trailblazers trail by 5. Powell, the pass to Lillard. A 3-ball. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
The outside shot of Lillard is pure. I mean, he always seems to have the look that's going in.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, and sometimes it's the most subtle moves that make the biggest difference.
A platoon swap here for Brooklyn. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Zach Collins checked in for Robert Covington. And Carmelo Anthony has subbed in for Damian Lillard. Now, here is Irving. He has 6. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. To the left side wing. Here's Simons. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. The Nets with the lead. Lobbed up there for Green. Nurkic with the block.
Oh, this is the impact Nurkic makes on the defensive end. Effective at reaching out and stifling shooters.
A miss that time would have put him up. And so Green will bring it up for Brooklyn. Here's Claxton. No good on that one. For Portland, they've gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. Collins, good.
The rhythm and precision. Collins making the catch and shoot jumper look like easy money there.
And here's Irving. Lets the three fly. That shot is off. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. Simons surveying the D. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. Tie game in Brooklyn. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, it's also called making a good read, understanding where everyone is and taking full advantage. Fantastic.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Green is out there with Jordan. Then there's Brown, and it's Durant, and it's Harden in at the one. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Now here's McCollum. Down low. Nurkic in the post, guarded by Jordan. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Some changes for Brooklyn. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Joe Harris comes in for Kevin Durant. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for James Harden. Portland also making some changes. Cantor checked in for Nurkic. Zach Collins comes in for Norman Powell. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. And the shot goes in.
Torch from mid-range. I mean, that's almost unmatched. I mean, Irving is dead eye from that range.
Lillard fires away from way outside. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Yeah, and I have too, which is why they're okay with it. I'm sure if he gets that kind of look again, he's going to let it fly again.
Now, here is Irving. Kicks it to Green. Claxton the pass to Irving. Fires it up. And it's off the back rim. No good.
With the D playing soft off him, he might have been better off taking it to the hoop instead of settling for the jump.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
Oh, exactly right. Momentum-shifting plays like that can change the tone of the game.
Now, here's Lillard. Here's Cantor. Kicks it out to Lillard. Goes up again. Fires the three. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And they're going to have to pay closer attention to him beyond the arc. I mean, he's got 2 threes in this half, a total of 3 overall.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. So for the Nets, Jordan, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Kevin Durant comes in for Jeff Green. And it's James Harden in for Bruce Brown. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what the Nets head coach was going over with his team. His concern was both their inconsistency and their amount of three-point shots. He said, let's move the ball for good shots. If you have an open three, take it. Otherwise, let's attack the rim and put some pressure on these guys. Kevin?
Thanks so much, David. Here's what Portland's going with right now. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Cantor. Robert Covington comes in for Zach Collins. And it's Powell in for Anthony.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Irving's shot is good.
Oh, look at that. Irving just leaked out wonderfully in transition. He's a remarkable decision maker in fast break situations.
Powell against Harris. Lillard from outside. It's hauled in by DeAndre Jordan. Jordan's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's KD. Again, the Nets for 2.
I love the show of confidence. Durant showing his greatness in key situations.
Lillard against Irving. Lillard outside. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. Lillard's got 9 points now in just the second half. Now, here is Irving. On the way, Harris. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Moving against Lillard. From deep three-point range. A shot that time, not on target. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Harden, that's good.
I mean, and these are the kinds of shots this team expects Harden to hit regularly. I mean, just such a talented offensive player.
And a deep three from Lillard. From beyond the arc and then some.
My goodness, what a move there to lose the defender. Got him on his heels, and then he made it look easy from there on in.
Now, here is Harden. Lays it up off the glass. Harden's got 4 points now in the quarter.
It's winning time. Harden knows his job description.
Lillard against Irving. Lillard outside. To tie it up. It's good. And oh, that was an enormous three-pointer.
Reminding us again why he's one of the game's great clutch shooters.
Harden scanning the floor. He dishes it to Jordan. Back to Harden. 9 feet out. It falls.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Yeah, he approached that one with total confidence. He has what it takes to come through in the clutch.
Here's Lillard. James Harden picking up that last basket. Back to Lillard. To take the lead. Misses the three. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And that's an intentional foul. He drops the first one, and that makes it a three-point lead.
Look, he's always a league leader in free throw attempts. I mean, Harden's so shifty, so strong, and he can beat you from any spot on the floor. With a chance to ice the game, he's got perfect focus at.
All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do. It's time for the NBA.
Hey, Kevin.
Very dangerous indeed. David, thanks. So the Nets starting five. Griffin is out there with Jordan. Then it's Harden, and it's Durant, and it's Dinwiddie in at the shooting guard position. And for Milwaukee, we've got Antetokounmpo. Brook Lopez is out there with Antetokounmpo. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo, and it's Holiday in at the one. Dinwiddie dishes to Harden. Dinwiddie surveying the floor. Just 5 to shoot. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. It's Solomon to Antetokounmpo. Now the Bucks moving it up. And he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
Now here's Harden. Pass to KD. Jordan with it. Now guarded by Giannis. No good from Durant.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Lopez outside. here in the first. A little over a minute played so far. Holiday against Harden. And Holiday kicks to DiVincenzo. Shot clock at 3. The putback.
Well, the coaching staff likes DeAndre Jordan defensively to call out what's going on, be the voice behind the defense, and his massive size, that can intimidate some shooters.
Kicks it out to Dinwiddie from downtown. Rebound, Milwaukee. Here's the break. Here's Holiday. That shot off. Some solid defense there from KD. Here's Harden. No good on the shot. The Bucks go the other way with it. And oh, here we go. Lopez has got it. The fast break chance. The pass to Holiday. From deep. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Boy, does that help. When Drew Holiday's connecting from the three-point line, it opens up so much of the floor.
Harden the pass to Dinwiddie. Back to Harden. Pass to Dinwiddie. They need this. And the rejection by Giannis. PJ Tucker, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Bryn Forbes comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. And Brooklyn making a change here. The wide open look for Durant. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan.
Well, that's a smart shot by KD. Sizes up the D and then just cashes in.
Here's Holiday. Well, Greg, with your son getting drafted, you join the ranks of some historic NBA father-son duo.
You know, I got the opportunity to play with Arvydas Sabonis in Portland, and remember DeMontis as a little kid. Now he's an all-star last year. And, you know, I think you're going to have an influx of that in the coming years. Dwayne Wade's son is a terrific player. We know about LeBron's son's ability. He's possibly heading to the league one day. You just never know. I'm as a dad, it's going to get the opportunity to watch his son play excited, but I think you're going to see more of this in the future.
Cole and Greg Anthony. I like the way that sounds. Now Kevin Durant following the three-point attempt by DeAndre Jordan. It's Durant.
Too much at that.
Yeah, there's some explosiveness inside Kevin Durant. He shows it off there.
And so Holiday will bring it up for the Bucks. Over Irving. The kick out to Holiday. There's the three. Jordan with the rebound.
This is a rough stretch right here for him offensively. Seems to be rushing shots.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Now here is Holiday. Inside. Lopez passes to Tucker. Outside, Antetokounmpo. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Well, guarding Antetokounmpo is really difficult because of how awkward he can get around the floor and how much space he can take up.
Here's Irving. Pass to Durant. Now here's Jordan. Outside Irving. The 15-footer. Rebounded by the Bucks.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
The putback. It's good on the putback.
Good size and the ability to carve out space. Lopez battling on the rebound.
Irving looking over the floor. From the line. Again, Irving missing.
The defense better tighten up on the mid-range there. Much, much tighter. You expect him to make every single one of those.
And that concludes the first quarter. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
Yeah, defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. We've got Teague. Chris Middleton is out there with P.J. Tucker. Then there's Bobby Portis. And it's Connaughton in at the 2.
That play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
That's tipped, and there's going to be a foul. He definitely made contact with the ball, and in doing so also got the body, so we'll see free throws here. Brooklyn shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
You know, it tells you something about Harden that he's led the league in free throw attempts so many times. This man is always in attack mode.
Here's Connaughton. Out to the right wing. In the corner, Middleton with it. And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way. Nets trail by 5. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Here's Harden. That one doesn't drop. Now the Bucks take it the other way. Here's Connaughton. Feeds it to Tucker. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Drew Holiday's checked in for T. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting 23% from the field. That's not going to get it done. Outside Irving. Passes it to Claxton. Back to Irving. The pass to Claxton. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. Bucks leading by 5. Holiday, the pass to Tucker. Here's Connaughton. Middleton for 3. It's hauled in by Claxton. Holiday against Irving. Basket good.
I know Kyrie is not the biggest guy on the floor, but he is built to take that kind of contact.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Holiday against Irving. The shot by Holiday, no good. On the wing, Holiday. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
Kind of rare to see any player have this much of a struggle from the field. To still have the lead shows how resilient they are as a complete team. Well, the game's 4 quarters, and after a tough first half, he's found his rhythm in the second.
Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. And Holiday kicks to Middleton. It's Portis, high post, and stolen by Harris. And Irving with a clear path to the hoop that puts them in the lead. Irving's got the lead up to 1 now for the Nets.
Making the easy shots and the tough shots. He's on top of his game.
Knocked loose and taken away by Brown. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. Then for the Nets, Jordan, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. And Kevin Durant is subbed in for Joe Harris. Now here's Lopez. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. And there's the foul. It'll go on Bruce Brown. That is his first foul of the game. Bobbed up there for Lopez. KD looking around. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. Jordan's got 3 assists in the game. T kicks to Antetokounmpo. to the middle. Shot clock at 6. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Nets leading by 3. One-on-one fast break. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
The chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. It's Giannis with the drive and the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And powering it home. He ends a 12-0 run by Brooklyn.
Harden against T. Outside Durant. Over Antetokounmpo. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo. And some good. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. They did give up a couple baskets more than they...
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. We've seen Kevin Durant really having a great game.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Setting the floor for the Nets. Griffin is out there with Durant. Then it's Jordan. Then it's Harden. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 2 spot.
Lopez close up and gets it done.
Here is Harden following the basket by Brook Lopez. Outside for KD. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. Now here is Holiday. Outside, Antetokounmpo. The wide open look here for Lopez. Can't tie it up as that one misses. It's Harden with the drive. Jordan controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Nets lead by 5.
Well, DeAndre Jordan dominates this game on both ends around the glass.
And it's slammed in by Holiday.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Defense has got to be better. Flat out effort was not there.
Such a wide open look. KD's got the lead up to 6 now for the Nets. Greg, I think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different. You better bring your A game.
And thicker skin, correct?
That too, yeah. Fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then. Goodness gracious.
DiVincenzo passes to Lopez. He kicks to Antetokounmpo. Back to Lopez. And stolen by Jordan. Holiday against Harden. Harden draws the double. Dinwiddie outside. Pulls it up. KD can't get it to go. Bucks trail by 4. Here's Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
This is what makes Giannis such an elite player, his ability to score in those difficult situations down low with lots of bodies around.
Durant in the corner. Fires from deep. Milwaukee with the rebound. Giannis has got his 6th rebound on the night.
Yep, that's a great look from Giannis there.
It's the Nets now. 1:51 left in the 3rd quarter. Outside Durant. It's good.
KD sets up those crossovers as a big 7-footer. He handles the ball so well, and that's a great decision out of a pick-and-roll set.
Now here is Holiday. He's got 5. Dishes to Lopez. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Harden against Holiday. Harden dishes to KD. 3-pointer. Good D by Holiday.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board. Beautiful assist in transition. They beat the defense down the floor. The ball always wins.
Here is Harden after the basket by Milwaukee.
Maybe the best ever at earning free throws. I mean, Harden has mastered the art of contact and still being able to get off the shot.
The Nets have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Jordan. Green comes in for Blake Griffin. Joe Harris is checked in for Kevin Durant. And it's Brown in for Dinwiddie. Here's Middleton. Tips it up. Great positioning on the putback.
I love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. Here's Claxton. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Here's Connaughton. And the 3 off target. Harris outside. This one for 3. Good on the 3-point shot. Harris has got himself on the board with 3 there. It'll count. And some nice defense there to end the quarter. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. Net. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this 4th quarter promises to be a good one. They've got Portis. E.J. Tucker is out there with Antetokounmpo. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Forbes in at the shooting guard. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. 4 on the clock. Here's Irving. Good. And Harris gets the assist. Irving's got the 4th quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Nets. Here is Forbes. Knocked away. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Harris. And the Bucks making a change here. An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile 1 block.
And you can see the mindset he has. When the game's this close, he's going to bring it at that end of the floor.
Now here's Teague. With some arc, he takes it up and lays it in.
You shoot a floater like that, it's impossible to block. Jeff Teague shows it off there.
The Nets with the lead. 1 minute now into this 4th quarter. Outside Irving. Now the dish to Green. Harris outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. No good from Irving.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
And Tucker kicks to Connaughton. Teague feeling it out a bit. To the inside. Portis. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Jeff Green picks one up.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. About a minute and a half through the 4th quarter now. Irving against Holiday. Left side Irving. Harris with it. Picked up by Portis. Harris's shot is good. Well, as we move into the fourth, it's been an even game.
Guys, teams have exchanged the lead 5 times thus far.
Giannis against Harris. And that one's good by Giannis. And the Bucks lead by 1.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Timeout called, the Nets. A different look from Milwaukee. Lopez comes in for Bobby Portis, and Middleton subbed in for Dante DiVincenzo. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Jordan, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Blake Griffin comes in for Green. Durant's checked in for Harris. And it's James Harden in for Brown. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what the Nets head coach was going over with his team. He is upset about the perimeter play. He told the guys on the defensive end, stay connected to the shooters. On the offensive end, if you don't have an open shot, pass it around. See if the ball starts to unstick, Kevin.
Nice body control there from Chris Middleton. Stays with that even after contact.
And it's Harden with the ball for Brooklyn. Outside Irving. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Irving's got the game tied up here for the Nets.
Appreciate the mentality of Kyrie at this point, embracing the moment. He'll take the big shot.
Outside Holiday. Antetokounmpo finds Holiday. Lays it up and banks it in.
And you have to love how Holiday came up big with the shot. That's the kind of leadership you want to see from him.
Outside, KD. Off target with his 3. The Bucks have gone a perfect 4 of 4 to start the final quarter. Can't ask for anything more than that. Brooklyn's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. And finished off by KD.
And he sort of had that look in his eyes. Durant staying cool in a clutch moment.
The Bucks shooting 56% in this game, really stringing quality possessions together offensively. Giannis outside. He dishes it to Middleton. And Jordan sends it back.
You can't just throw up stuff like that with DeAndre Jordan lurking around.
Milwaukee making a switch here. DiVincenzo's checked in. Dinwiddie's checked in for the Nets. We've got 1:18 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Shot clock at 2. For Brooklyn, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. Harden the pass to Dinwiddie. Pass to KD. Fires for 3. Again, Durant missing. Fast break, Milwaukee. Loads it up for Giannis. And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way.
And what a time to get sloppy. A close game like this, you cannot be getting loose with the ball.
A critical possession right here.
Crowd on pins and needles, Kev.
Holiday against Harden. 30 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Yes!
Remember that one. Guys, a difference maker.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
Holiday surveying the floor. To the middle. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo dishes to Lopez. It's off. Deflects the pass, and they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the win. David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And the starting lineups have concluded. So just... Hi and welcome everyone here on 2K. Hey Dave.
Good evening, Kevin.
What a story. David, thank you. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. We've got Harden. Griffin is out there with DeAndre Jordan. And it's Durant. And it's Dinwiddie in at the shooting guard. And for the Clippers, we've got Kawhi Leonard. Paul George is out there with Jackson. And it's Ibaka. And it's Morris in at the 3 spot. Harden finds KD. Beyond the arc. No good that time. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. George, that's a 2-pointer. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Ibaka, the pass to Leonard. Inside. That one, no good. Great D that time from Jordan. Here's Harden.
Oh my goodness! That was special. And Harden, an absolutely vicious dunker. Terrific at bouncing towards the rim for the epic throwdown.
Now here's Jackson. Some veterans on these teams, Clark. What are you looking for and how that will impact the game?
Well, I I think both of these teams have a really solid roster. And I love the blend of experience and youth. When you have NBA experience on the floor, there's just a level of play that you see at the defensive end that makes it enjoyable for me. So I think that's what we'll see tonight. Experienced pros getting after it.
Here is Durant. The Clippers getting the bucket. Clock at 4, and the officials calling for a 3-second violation. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Jackson looking around and stolen by Jordan. Here's Harden. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Left side, Leonard. Stolen by Durant.
Well, I tell you, that was double duty right there. He influenced the shot and then got back and cleaned the glass.
And as expected, Kevin Durant sitting out all of last season, recovering from the Achilles injury. Glad to see him back on the floor.
I agree with you, and it was absolutely a no-brainer for Kevin to sit out the season. That type of injury, you give it all the time you need, and the Nets knew that. They knew when the deal was done that he was going to most likely miss the season. And yet, they did the right thing, and when you have a guy like KD, you want to make sure you're not rushing him back. You want him fully ready when it's time for him to go.
Here's Jackson. Following the basket by DeAndre Jordan. Jackson dishes to Morris. The three from George. Dinwiddie with the rebound. And so it's Dinwiddie who brings up the ball for the Nets. Here's Harden. It's hauled in by Paul George.
Defense made an impact right there. Definitely got him uncomfortable going up with it.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Passes to KD. Down low. It's stolen by Morris. And stolen by Jordan. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
And they're losing their concentration here, guys. Just sloppy with the ball.
Brooklyn making some changes. Green comes in for Blake Griffin. And it's Kyrie Irving in for James Harden. And the Clippers miss again.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Dinwiddie's shot is off. The Clippers have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
Yeah, I love the court awareness from Kawhi there. Dependable at getting it to his uncovered teammates.
Irving looking over the floor. And the Nets miss again. Clippers have gone 2 of 6 from the field. Kennard for 3. Rebounded by the Nets. Poke loose. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
56 seconds left in the first quarter. Kennard with the ball. Cousins, and Cousins throws it down.
Oh, I tell you what, looks to me like the defense kind of slept on the fact that Cousins is deceptively quick.
Now here's Irving. Lets it go from deep. Cousins pulls it in.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Outside Leonard. Jordan with the rebound.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
And that one is good.
You know, big guys like Jordan who can facilitate are really valuable. Spots the open man and gets it right to him.
Jackson passes to Leonard. Pass to man. Here's Cousins. Missed inside. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Nets lead by 1. We'll be back shortly. Earlier tonight, we We spoke with Paul George about how they've integrated.
Everybody has a chip on their shoulder.
Greg, that last point is key. This team plays lockdown defense.
And that's a big part of their identity. Most teams talk about being well-balanced. This team lives it.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Nets.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught them off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
Yeah, the other thing, though, is they have attacked in the open floor. They're definitely getting a lot of easy ones that way.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. So for Brooklyn now, Green is out there with Joe Harris. Then there's Brown. Then it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Claxton in at the 5. Throws it up high. It's hauled in by Claxton. Nets leading by 3. There's the lob to Brown. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Here's Kennard. Hammers it home to polish off the break.
Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
Boy, Greg, there is a lot to like offensively for Luke Kennard.
I tell you, he can shoot it. He's a crafty finisher and really improving as a passer. The question mark is the defensive end. 6'5" in height and wingspan, not elite tool, so he's got to get by on his instincts and his anticipation.
Beverly against Irving. 6 on the shot clock. Cousins, no good. The Nets have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Here's Brown, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Serge Ibaka has checked in for Cousins. Marcus Morris comes in for Nicholas Batum. And it's Paul George in for Patrick Beverly.
And it's good to see George concentrate on getting the ball to the open man. Excellent floor awareness.
Now Irving. Pass to Claxton. Back to Irving. Here's Griffin. Doesn't go that time. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. And here's Morris for 3. And it's Irving with the rebound. And it's Irving with the ball for the Nets. Harden the pass to Griffin. Here's Claxton. Harden up top. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Now, you got to remember that Harden has a quick trigger, staple gun quick. This guy is looking to score as soon as the ball touches his hands.
Greg, who are your favorite players to watch in the NBA?
Boy, that's a tough one. You got to like the guys that have changed the game in some regards, right? Steph, KD, and Giannis. Those are 3 guys that are just doing things that don't seem normal.
True.
Then others who remind you of past greatness. Jason Tatum with Kobe, or maybe an Anthony Davis with Hakeem. And those are guys that I love. And then the other guy, listen, LeBron James. I could watch him play basketball every day. To do what he's done at this stage of his career, I just think it's incredible. And I think our game is in great shape.
Agree on all counts.
An aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
Outside Griffin. Dishes it to Harden. There's the triple. And here's Irving. Jacks up a 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Irving's got 7 points.
The threat of Irving's drive can open up looks for him from the perimeter, and he is a gifted scorer, folks.
Kennard kicks to Zubats. Here's Morris. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And here's George for 3. Not happening with that shot. He's put up 5 and made 2.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
And that's the trademark Griffin finish. Get in tight, elevate, and throw it down with authority. Big fella is a beast down low.
Los Angeles shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. No good on that one. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Good on the second free throw. With 1 on the clock, the shot no good. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
We welcome you back. Ernie Johnson. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. They ended the period holding on to a slim 1-point lead. Just in terms of the second quarter, they were the better team, but there wasn't a big difference between them. Thanks for joining us.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
And even with the defense shading towards him on every trip down, he still finds a way to come up big.
Well, we're not surprised by that. No more than what we've come to expect of him. He can adapt and adjust to anything a defense tries to throw at him.
Paul George is out there with Jackson. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Marcus Morris. And it's Ibaka in at the center position. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Nets leading by 4. From 15 feet away, he can't get that one to fall. And Los Angeles guys shooting just 33%, struggling to get good looks.
One of the great athletes in the league, and there are a bunch of them, but he's at the top of the list. Ferocity on that throwdown from Paul George.
Harden outside. Outside Jordan, back to Harden. Just 5 on the clock. Over George. Misses off the left iron. Harden's gone 2 of 7 from the floor here.
And the league's preeminent practitioner of the step-back 3, James Harden, is as good as it gets. And, you know, like the skyhook, an unguardable shot. And paired with his dribble drive, a 2-move torture chamber.
Dinwiddie surveying the floor. And the rejection by Jackson. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson. The Nets making a switch here. Green's checked in. And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the mobile 1 block.
The defensive awareness, the timing. When you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
Griffin's checked in for Green. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And thanks to that step back, Harden already the all-time leader in unassisted 3-point shots.
And not to mention 4-point plays. And up until recently, teams built elaborate offenses to create their 3-point looks. Harden the first to do it one-on-one with volume and efficiency.
Here's Jackson. Rebound, Brooklyn. Dinwiddie, left side.
That's a big donut, folks, here. Start the second half. 4 straight they've missed.
Steps back and fires. George, no good. The Nets with the lead. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Outside, KD. Harden the pass to Durant. Dinwiddie outside. Back to Durant. 6 to shoot. And the Nets miss again.
Offensively, the struggles continue. 0 for 5 to start the half.
Leonard inside, defended by Griffin. Jackson has the open look. Los Angeles with another miss. The Nets have gone 0-5 to the start of the second quarter. Extremely cold shooting coming out of the locker room. There's the feed to Griffin. It's stolen by Morris. George with the ball. And it's Harden picking him up. Outside for George. No good on the three. And for the Nets, they're shooting just 35%. They've got to get better looks. Griffin's shot is off. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. Clippers moving the ball around. A deep three from Leonard. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Dinwiddie drives in. That one good for 2. And the Nets lead by 3.
You know, Harden will burn you when you overcommit and leave guys open. He's excellent at sensing when you're out of position.
George looking around. They could use a bucket, and he sinks the layup. George has got 11 points.
If you give him an inch of space, he's going to make you pay.
1:03 left in the third quarter. Here's Harden. Dinwiddie outside. Takes the three. The shot, no good. And the Clippers will go the other way with it.
Well, I admire the fact he's trying to power through this rough stretch, but on occasion you'll have periods like this.
Jackson misses. Brooklyn's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Harden's shot is off.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Jackson passes to Morris. And it's sent back by KD.
KD's defense has really taken a huge step forward. I mean, excellent at blocking shots now, and he's a better help defender. Man, he's putting that reach to good use on the defensive end.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Kennard, the pass to Cousins. Over Green. Cousins, no good.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Nets lead by 3. We'll be back shortly live from... And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
That's right. I mean, that's not his primary duty, but when the situation calls for it, he can do it and does it well.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. On the court for the Nets, getting the fourth quarter going. We've got Jordan. Durant is out there with Green. Then there's Brown. And it's Dinwiddie in at the point. Leonard kicks to Jackson. Outside, George. To tie it up. Tries from 10. That one a little long.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
And Green with the basket on the assist by Durant. Green's got the lead up to 5 now for Brooklyn. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Kicks it out to Leonard. With the putdown. Cousins on the follow.
Yeah, you know, Cousins, I think, is sometimes underrated as an offensive rebounder. That guy can get some putbacks for you.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Clippers trail by 3. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And it's Beverly missing.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Green passes to Brown. And again, no good by Brooklyn. The Clippers have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Here's Cousins. Unable to get that one. Great D that time from Green. And Harris wide open. He shoots. And again, it's the Nets missing. And now here's Batum, the fast break opportunity. Cousins, the pass to Batum. There's the pass to Kennard. No good. That would have tied it. Nets leading by 3. And the call will be against Luke Kennard. That's foul number 2 for him. Nobody near Irving. It goes straight through with the swish. And the Nets lead by 5.
You know, that goes back, I think, to playing with LeBron in their Cleveland days. Kyrie learned how to operate without the ball some.
Beverly against Irving. Kennard for 3. But they recover it. From downtown. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist.
Boy, a very capable passer. DeMarcus Cousins does a solid job recognizing where to go with the ball.
Left side, Irving. Six on the shot clock. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Claxton, no good. LA's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. A 3 from Morris. Rebound, Brooklyn.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Dinwiddie kicks to Durant. Fires the 3. Nailed from three-point land. Durant's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Jackson against Dinwiddie. Leonard with the ball. And here's George for 3. Good for basket number 6 from him in the contest. He's shooting 6 for 12.
He's such a clutch shooter. He just lives for the big shot.
Harden scanning the floor. 50 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Griffin passes to KD. It counts.
And just look at what Durant is doing. My goodness.
And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. He hits the first one, and that narrows the lead down to just 3.
And George has learned a lot, and I think continues to evolve as a leader. He relishes the chance to deliver for this team.
Kyrie Irving's checked in for the Nets. Now, here is Harden. The dish to Jordan. Back to Harden. Launches it. The rebound by Ibaka. And now the fast break. George with the ball. Can't knock in the 3.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it. Soaring high above the Willamette River towards our location tonight in downtown Portland. Thanks for joining us here on 2K. G8.
Kevin, thanks very much.
Portland is indeed one of the great cities in the NBA. David, thank you. So the Nets starting five. Durant is out there with Griffin. Then it's Harden. Then it's Jordan. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 2. And for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Norman Powell is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Nurkic in at the center.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Here's Dinwiddie. And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for Portland. Terrific, talented backcourts tonight. Greg, did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning. And that's where you have to keep your focus. Want easy looks? Don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
Back to Lillard. Kicks to Powell. Lets it go with a 3. And it's Damian Lillard with the 3.
And this is peak Dame. Rising, firing, one of the more confident shooters we have in our game.
The three from Harden. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Now, here's Lillard. To the paint. Nurkic kicks to Powell. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. 5 on the clock. Lillard from outside. And it's Griffin with the rebound. The Nets have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Dinwiddie, and he banks in the layup.
What a find by Griffin. He's a lot more skilled as a passer than he gets credit for as far as power forwards go. He has terrific vision.
Stolen by Durant. If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Harden against McCollum. Outside Durant. Back to Harden. Shot clock at 5. Shot from the top of the key. And the rebound by Nurkic.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
And here we go. Dinwiddie heading to the hoop. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
I feel like they could execute this play in their sleep. Griffin, one of the premier alley-oop finishers in the league.
Lets a floater go. And the layup good by Lillard. Lillard's got 5.
Well, that's a nice play. You've got to read the situation and go to your floater game when necessary.
Dinwiddie outside. Oh, Dinwiddie in position. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Lillard looking around. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. And he uses the glass on the layup.
This guy is putting his fingerprints all over the game in this quarter. He has flat out dominated the offensive end.
Harden outside. Pass to KD. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
Well, listen, you do the best you can to make Kevin Durant take tough shots. But this guy, lightning quick release, unbelievable shooter, so hard to guard him.
And it's Lillard missing. Brooklyn leading by 8. Dinwiddie wide open. Offensive rebound. And there's Jordan putting it right back in.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Lillard the pass to McCollum. Lillard with it, defended by Dinwiddie. Here's McCollum. And no good. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. And stolen by Lillard. And here we go. Nurkic kicks to Lillard. Back to Nurkic. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard.
And with his skill, Nurkic can score from anywhere on the court. But when you're 280, his skills probably better utilized inside.
Lillard dishes to Powell. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. Well, earlier, Damian Lillard spoke to us about how he deals.
I look to the times where
Greg, he's certainly a gentleman in victory and defeat.
You know, Lillard takes the L as a learning opportunity. Sure, it stings, but he also knows it can make them stronger if they use it right.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And taking a look at the Nets' performance here, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Well, very disruptive in that first period. They never allowed the offense to get comfortable.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. Setting the floor for the Nets. We've got Brown. Green is out there with Durant. Then there's Irving. And it's Claxton in at the 5. Irving can't hit.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And the call, and now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They have decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. Double checking, and the game continues on.
And the Nets miss again. Trailblazers trail by 4. Here's Simons. The shot comes out. Great D that time from Green. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Irving passes to Brown. Back to Irving. Three-pointer. Hits the three-point bomb.
As soon as Kyrie Irving crosses half court, you have got to guard him, and you've got to be balanced because this guy is an effective, dominant offensive presence.
Here's Simons, covered by Irving. A nice shot by Simons.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Outside Irving, and here's Harris from the arc. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Out left to the wing. Simons, the pass to Jones. From 6 away. Passes it to Cannon. And it's sent back by Irving.
Boy, Kyrie Irving becoming a better and better defender over time. Nice block right there.
Here's Claxton. The shot's good. Brown making the play. And the Nets lead by 7. The importance of the three-point shot never greater than right now. And in your eyes, there are some players who are just absolutely dead, solid, perfect from distance.
No doubt about it. And you know, there's 3 guys to me, though, that kind of separate themselves. And it's one, because you have to honor their ability equally off the dribble, from 3, and at attacking the paint. Steph Curry, James Harden, and Damian Lillard. Those 3 guys can all hit pull-ups and step-backs from range off the dribble. They all got great vision, you know, so they can take advantage of defenses that get caught loading.
And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
For the Trailblazers, Yusuf Nurkic comes in for Norman Powell, and Damian Lillard subbed in for Anfernee Simons. And then for Brooklyn, Griffin comes in for Jeff Green. And it's James Harden in for Kyrie Irving. Harden draws the double. Brown the pass to Harden. Just 5 on the clock. With the tip. Collins grabs the miss. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. They've only allowed 5 points in the quarter. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. That shot off. Here's Griffin. It drops for his 3rd basket. He's missed only 1 shot.
And just the sheer power of Griffin, one of the best finishers in the league after contact.
Lillard with no one around. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Brooklyn leading by 5. The drive by Jordan. And slam dunk by Jordan.
Well, you cannot give DeAndre Jordan those types of lanes. As soon as you do, he's going to exploit them.
Harden against Lillard. It's in the bucket for his 4th field goal. Shooting at a 4 of 9 clip.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
To the right side. Up again. It's good on the putback. And the Nets lead by 7.
How many times have we seen DeAndre Jordan take it off the window and convert? Boy, he is so good.
And Damian Lillard with the jam.
That's a finish he'll be bragging about for a while.
As he should. Very impressive.
How about that from your point guard, gentlemen? Playing big at the rim. Okay.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Jordan. And there's Jordan putting it right back in. Jordan's got 6 points in the quarter.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
Yeah, and those second chance points can add up. The open shot, Lillard, and again, it's Portland converted.
Really good job there. That's the definition of the inside-out game.
Harden surveying the D. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile 1 block.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a...
Kevin, thanks. Here with Coach Terry Stotts. Coach, it's a hard game so far. Going into the second half, what will you tell your team?
Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a good game we have here after 1 half of play. Everybody, welcome back for our halftime show. Ernie Johnson. It's Brooklyn out in front at the half. They lead by 5. Kenny, what's yours? And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the 3rd period.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. One guy who's getting it done is Lillard.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Collins, and it's Powell in at the small forward. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. Here's Dinwiddie. That 3 off the mark. Trailblazers trail by 6, and a wide open look for McCollum. Sinks the triple.
Boy, I love seeing Cantor distribute the basketball. If you're open, this guy will find you.
Now, here is Harden. And there's the pass to Durant. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. KD's got 5. Trailblazers shooting at 50% in a decent groove. Lillard up top, guarded by Harden. Harden against Lillard. Nets leading by 5, and the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason, I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Green, he's checked in for Brooklyn. And oh, here we go. McCollum's got it, the fast break chance. Anthony finds Lillard. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
And no stopping Lillard. Excellent at staying in control no matter what the D throws at him.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Griffin's checked in. Harden dishes to Dinwiddie. 90 seconds now into the second half. Off with the layup.
I'll tell you, he's trying to help them extend this lead, but it's been a tough night for him individually.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Norman Powell's checked in for C.J. McCollum. And it's Simons in for Lillard. To the left wing. Just 5 to shoot. Now Dinwiddie. Here we go, one-on-one. And so they choose to intentionally foul. Two minutes gone in this third quarter now. Harden outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And he elevates, and then the slam. Cantor did not like that.
Well, clock winding down, none better than Harden at getting buckets in a hurry.
Here's Simons. The shot from the low post is good. Simons has got 7.
Well, you get exactly what you want right there. Clean look, right at the cup. Nicely done.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Ray, can you really compare players from completely different eras? I mean, people love to talk about the greatest of all time.
You know, Kev, some players do transcend eras. There's no doubt about that. Wilt's a great example, and there are many others. But in reality, to your point, the style and the way in which the game was played was so different that it isn't fair. I mean, all you can be is the best of your generation, or one of the best. And I think that should stand no matter what the conversation is.
Like, there's no doubt in your mind Oscar Robertson could play in this era as well as he played when he played.
No doubt. Bill Russell, all those guys,
yes,
they're truly great ones. So much of your ability to perform at a high level is built around your confidence and your belief in your abilities. And those guys had it as much as anybody who's ever played the game.
Trailblazers trail by 6. Here's Powell. Yep, it counts.
This, to me, is where he can be lethal. In fast break situation, Norman Powell's speed's a problem.
Harden outside. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Griffin can't get it to go in.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
And when he first came into the league, Blake Griffin's dunking made headlines. And while I'm sure he enjoyed that, he was also eager to show that there was more to his game.
Cantor lays it up off the glass. And now just a 2-point Brooklyn lead.
The efficiency of Enes Kanter is impressive. This guy's massive on the blocks and knows how to score.
Oh, Griffin in position. Oh, good on that one.
And he saw the play develop, but the pass just wasn't there.
It was a really good thought for sure, but the lob has got to be better than that.
Got a piece of it. So the wing on the left. Pass to Powell for the lead. Kept alive for the tie. Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Drains the three-pointer.
Well, on the catch and shoot, Norman Powell ready to rise and fire.
And here's Harden. He's got 9. 2 points. That one goes. Harden's got 11 points.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Here's Powell. Doesn't go for him. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Nets lead by 1. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
You love the unselfishness, finding the best look, and it doesn't matter who's taking it.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. On the court for the Nets, getting the fourth quarter going. Irving is out there with Brown. Then there's Green. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Claxton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Fires, high post. Irving can't get it to go. Portland leading. Powell, no one around him. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum.
Okay, we see the mid-range game of Norman Powell starting to take shape, doing work.
Irving with it. From deep. Portland grabs the miss. Panthers got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Collins laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And now a 5-point Trailblazer lead.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Irving from long range. Another miss by Irving.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Giles is checked in. And then for Brooklyn, Durant's checked in for Green. And it's James Harden in for Bruce Brown. Lillard the pass to Giles. Good. Giles has got the lead up to 7 now for the Trailblazers.
Adding to their advantage, trying to find a way to blow this one open.
One of the things they're doing is identifying favorable matchups and then going at them.
And they pick up 2.
Yeah, I love watching Harden be aggressive inside. One of the most efficient scorers in our game.
Lillard the pass to Collins. Lillard attacking, and Damian Lillard throws it down hard.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Drills the three-pointer.
You simply must guard Joe Harris when he's beyond that three-point territory. He will knock down shots if you don't contest.
Here's Lillard, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
Some power coming from the PG.
Ah, that's right, GA. Seeing more and more of that these days. Backcourt guys who can elevate.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
And the shot goes down.
And you can just see by the way he fought for the putback that he still got a lot of gas in the tank.
And doing that kind of dirty work down low makes a huge difference in a game this close. What a play on the offensive glass.
Lillard way outside. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
A guy who spaces the floor, but also willing to attack the rim. Lillard has confounded the defense all night.
Here's Harden. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
And I love the tenacity, guys. He simply can will his way into games at times and exert his presence.
Back to Lillard. And Portland again with the bucket.
The natural offensive talent of Lillard gives him incredible flexibility. And, boy, he can strike at any time.
It's Harden with the drive.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
And it is a major disadvantage down the stretch if you can't guard. This may just come down to who has the ball last.
McCollum kicks to Lillard. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Lillard's got 29 in the game.
What strength from Lillard. Just not allowing the defense to have the last word.
Here's Harden. Money!
And this is what great players do. Harden understanding how to deliver in a big moment.
Powell the pass to Lillard. There's 45 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Portland needs to get off the shot. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. From outside, off the mark.
They've got to take the first good shot they can find.
And they've got to be efficient with the clock. Quick score, quick foul. And this is what makes KD special, the willingness to absorb the responsibility of the big-time shot.
And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Portland Trailblazers. 3-point lead. And the foul on Harden. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, no way that should have taken so long. They don't have that much time to waste. They need to foul immediately.
Lillard finds McCollum. It's good from long range.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
And it's another cheat.
All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up.